Today, as we honor Sergeant Giasullo for his heroic efforts and for earning a Silver Star for his heroic actions serving our country proud in Afghanistan. It's appropriate we're here in this Memorial Hall where these flags around us have done their tour of duty and that they've been welcomed home to the State House. And here we are today welcoming home Recipient, John Giasullo. Silver Star Medal is the third highest award exclusive for combat valor, and it was established by President Woodrow Wilson as a citation star during World War I. It started off solely as a U.S. Army award, but it was presented to members of the Navy and U.S. Marines as well. To speak to the events that lead us here today, I'd like to talk to you about the heroism that Sergeant Giasullo had displayed. And I'm going to read right from the description that was given from his command. On operations on the 2nd of July 2008, while serving as a Dismounted Reconnaissance Line Medic with the Troop C, 1st Squadron, 1st Battalion, 61st Cavalry Regiment, 101st Airborne Division, during a combat patrol in the vicinity of Shebak Kheyl, Afghanistan, in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. After a convoy vehicle was struck by an improvised explosive device, an IED, during what followed as an enemy ambush, Specialist Giasullo immediately moved down into the riverbed where the destroyed vehicle lay, while the rest of the convoy attempted to move out of the kill zone. Once at the vehicle, he began to treat casualties and return fire as enemy small arms fire impacted all around him. Even after a second improvised explosive device struck the position, Specialist Giasullo continued to provide emergency medical aid and prepared the wounded Afghan National Army soldiers for evacuation. Refusing medical treatment for his own injuries, after another medic arrived at the site, he successfully stabilized the casualties, loaded them onto emergency medical transportation vehicles, and opted to rejoin his platoon until the mission was complete. His selflessness and dedication to duty and courage under enemy fire saved the lives of 4 Afghan National Army soldiers, served as an example for all soldiers to follow. Specialist Giasullo's actions in keeping with the finest tradition of the military service reflects great credit upon himself, the 4th Brigade Combat Team, and 101st Airborne Division in the United States Army. It's truly an honor to have Sergeant Giasullo with us today. We'd like to present some awards to him today. Before we do so, I'd like to recognize some individuals here today. We have Secretary Coleman D, with the Secretary. There you are. Did you have something you would like to present today, or some words to say? Please join us.
I'll be very brief, but I did just want to say a couple of words. First of all, thank you to Senator John for his work with this. I know, in addition to that, Dick O'Connor from Jim Galley's office here, Representative Galley, is currently doing a little stint on active duty as well in the United States Army, a member of the legislature, and not is doing a tour of duty in Afghanistan right now with the United States Army, Shebak Kheyl from Senator Taylor's office. Sergeant, the citation certainly tells the story, but I'm sure it doesn't tell the whole story. It certainly doesn't tell the whole story of you and the bravery and courage that you exhibited, and I'm sure constantly exhibited as a fine member of the Screaming Eagles and a United States soldier. And I think it's fitting not only that you were able to go to the governor's office, but also you were able to bring your family down here to arguably my favorite room, not just in the State House, but I think in the entire world. I love the symbolism in this room. I love the story that it tells of our country. And if you look at the various, I love not only the flags that return from battles, but the tragic journey from the Civil War here that we presented to the governor, and behind me is our rich faith and missionizing to Native Americans. Over on this one was my favorite portrait, and that's the Battle of the Old North Ridge of Concord. And I love the fact that you have that one nameless Minuteman there with his arm up, giving "Follow me," as he joins countless others running towards an attack on what at that time had been the world's most powerful army, with nothing but muskets and rifles and a bunch of farmers who were barely ever trained to be in a militia, much less to take on a superior